What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as our Odyssean/Indian World Conquest. We are taking over the island of Mahajapit, and basically, unfortunately, looks like we just completed our mission as well. Unfortunately, we can't conquer the entire island because there is a lot of development, but we can try to conquer whatever we can. And so we're going to take about half of the island here, their capital. And the ultimate goal is to basically just control as much trade power as possible, send it on through to Malacca, and then send it on up to our empire. So, and that means we're going to have to get trade ideas in time. And it might even be a little bit more of a challenge. I'm now going to send all of my troops on over to Denmark. And on the 1st of January, I am going to send all 30,000 troops over. They do have a better general, but I feel like we could easily annihilate them. I guess because we obviously have more discipline, despite them having better morale and tactics. You're now going to go here. We have 91% war score. I feel like this war is going to be over very, very soon. And then finally, looks like we have a new commandant. 5% discipline. Very good. I feel like over time, I really need more sailors. This has never been a problem for me, but I guess it is now. Parallel authority. Merchant guilds or Brahmins. I think I'm going to side with the merchant guilds because I like them the most. And now we're going to be making a lot more coin. I believe a 30% modifier. One of our cities has been... Oh, no, we occupied their cities. Can we end this war without bloodshed? Yes, we can. Can I take some money? Yes, I can. 276 coin. Let's finally end this war. And you're going to go ahead and retreat. These 6,000 units are going to make their way on down. Almost immediately, I'm going to need to fabricate my, start coring all of these provinces. It's going to cost a lot of administrative power, but that's fine. So ultimately, our empire is getting stronger and stronger. All 12 of these carracks are obviously going to be repaired. We have 4 colonies being worked on. We could probably remove 6 of these troops and send you on over to Brunei. Once I guess, yep, those 6,000 have been moved. You can move on over. And so now what we need to do is find one of our colonists, which I guess we found, recall you, and start working on colonizing the island of Brunei. And I think that's really exactly what I'm going to start doing. I'm really happy that we went with expansionist ideas. Or, oh, excuse me, I lied. I believe exploration ideas. And so that ultimately means we are going to start making a lot more money very, very soon. Alright, our colony has finished up. We can send over a missionary to do some of the dirty work. And probably my next goal is I want to start taking over almost all of Brunei. But I feel like they're going to have a lot of unpopular, aggressive expansion opinion of me very, very soon. Also, do they have a lot of development? Looking at the country modifier, alphabetical order, they have 171 development, so I can't conquer them in one big gulp. But I obviously can nibble away at them over time. Well, I've got a lot of coin. Can we... Very soon, we're about to get another missionary, and we could definitely put that to good use. And I'm curious, if we look at the triggered modifiers, we got a free missionary already because we conquered the province of Varanasi. Now, I don't know where that is, but it's a Hindu province. It was inside Wanpar, and now I guess we have a free missionary for the rest of the game. I really want to go ahead and fight Bengal. You know, if I could take all of these provinces, I mean, I would be so much better off. I just don't know what to do. But I guess the only thing I really can do is wait while my sailors continually improve. We're gaining 91 every month, but we're using 89 on missions. You would think we wouldn't use as many sailors. But who knows? So can I go ahead and finally build some of these textile manufactories? Yes, I can. In fact, I should probably embrace the institution, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. So now we're building a lot of textile manufactories. Let's go ahead and build a weapons manufactory as well, and I suppose we could also build a naval equipment manufactory. And so we're going to be making a lot more money. Unfortunately, all of these manufactories take literally like 4 years to build, actually 5 years. We've got a lot of manpower. I'm ready to continue conquesting. Chagatai leaving the coalition. I'm willing to bet that Chagatai, if this ever gets down to like 0, I don't think they're ever really going to join in again. I really want to declare war on Mahajapit. I really want to declare war on Pasai. But I think what we're going to do is take these guys over. You would think we could walk through, because we could obviously walk between all of these islands, but I suppose not. Alright, we are defeating some rebels. And we are making 4 ducats a month. I would like to go ahead and also disband. Gaining 2,000 sailors, I'm fine by that. And surprisingly enough, I feel like we can do all of our repairs. But anyway, so I really want to keep conquering. I just don't really know where to go. It would probably be a good idea to just finish up all of these islands. So 1, 2, 3, 4 colonies are what's going to be needed. Obviously, we could start taking over these as well. And we just got some new trade goods, so we're producing fish and, coffee province. Some tea. We don't know what this will be just yet. But we could definitely start making some coin. Turn Sambawa into a city. I think I am going to do that. And so the idea is we're going to get a free base production. Obviously, it seems like a good idea. I love paying the price of free. Mysore is about to be annexed. If Mewar ever leaves this coalition against me, I'll probably go ahead and attack them. We're now in the age of absolutism. That is fantastic. I'll go ahead and look at that in just a moment. I'm going to build up my spy network on Mewar because I believe they'll leave the coalition. And ultimately, I don't think I can gobble them up in one big massive gulp, but I'm probably going to start taking their provinces. Excuse me, I had a burp at the same time. I'm probably going to start taking their provinces as well, because I've got a lot of money, I'm about to have a lot more troops, and I'm about to finally own all of Mysore as well. So anyway, let's look at the Age of Absolutism. Now, this is really phenomenal, because ultimately, I can start getting, I believe it's 5% administrative efficiency. So now instead of taking 100 development every turn, I could really start taking 105%. Now I get that that doesn't seem like much of a big difference, but it really starts to add up over time. I would like to have an absolute government as well, because if I get more absolutism, ultimately what will happen is I get more administrative efficiency. But first off, we want this one, then we want that. Harsh treatment is not important. Protecting forts would be very useful against Ming. Our maintenance would be very, very cheap as long as Ming is our rival. And really, that's all we need. So those 3 things, everything else is fairly useless. Now, obviously, inside the Age of Absolutism, other countries, such as Manchu, are going to be very powerful in, like, Qing Dynasty. Sweden is going to be powerful, Netherlands, and France. Ooh, French Musketeers looks dangerous. But ultimately, I'm not even sure if we're ever going to get our own. Like, we're Odisha. We're not really a real country. And I can't click anything else, which is sad. So I'm not even sure if we're ever going to get our golden age. I can invest in new technology. Should I unlock more states? I think I will. Bengal has left the coalition. Oh, we can embrace that institution. Is it colonialism? No, it's probably global trade. Yes, it was. And we could get a free merchant, which would be phenomenal. I would most likely put that merchant inside the Indus River Valley. In fact, that's exactly what I would do. But now we need coin. So let's bring our army maintenance on down. We are only making 22 ducats a month. We're still rooting out corruption at a very, very slow rate. It's because of our overextension. Integration of Mysore has been completed. All 12 of these units can just be destroyed. We don't need them. Let's also destroy these castles, because I don't want to pay upkeep. And this unit is a caravel. So all of these units are basically going to be combined. into the Joa region. Let's also bring this up to 50, so that eventually I can split these guys in half and send 25 into the Indus River Valley. So all of our cores are being worked on. We had enough sailors to complete that, so I'm happy that we did that. We could form the nation of Bharat. I do not think I ever want to do this, because I like being orange. I don't know why. I like the Kingdom of Odisha. I'm not even too sure. I'm guessing they have better ideas, but because we created our nation to be exactly how we wanted it, I think we're going to be fine. I would like to get that merchant from Global Trade. In fact, we could send somebody down to Malacca, but really the best way to do this would be to declare war on Bengal, or some of these other Ming states, and we just can't do that just yet. Alright, how much money are we making? 37 ducats a month. Can I ask for contributions? Yes, I can. Can I go ahead and demand Diplo support? Yes, I can. Let us recruit a merchant, or recruit an advisor, demand military support, and I would like to demand admin, but apparently I guess we just did that, and we can't do it again. We did it 9 years ago. Alright, so now what are we looking at? I would really like to go ahead and do another embracement, so then I save a bunch of technology. We are still working on getting better and better military tech, though we are behind schedule. I would like a new heir. Speaking of heirs, we never actually put him on the battlefield. Maybe he'll get some experience, maybe he won't. Let's look at who our coalitions are. So it's really just these three nations. I could probably defeat all of them without any real issues. But I don't know if I want to do those unnecessary steps. I want to declare war on Bengal as well. I'm hoping Ming will not join in, but sadly they will. And all I really need to do is to defeat Ming is just camp out in these defensive provinces and actually conquer maybe one or two of their castles inside a mountainous province, and then Ming would never be able to defeat me. I don't know about the naval. They probably could send naval troops down. I don't know if they ever would, though. Okay, we have a colony about to finish up, so let's recall you. And send somebody on down to Brunei. 100 population inside, I believe it was Eru. And while we continue waiting, we are eventually going to be embracing global trade. All of our manufactories are almost done. Colonialism is so far away. 3,787 ducats is what we need. You would think every month the truce would go down. Wanpar has entered into a coalition. That's fine. You would think every month this modifier would go down, but sometimes it goes up. Musket or bow, it's time for these old men to retire. Military technology cost is going to be cheaper, but our generals will no longer be as good, which is saddening. Alright, we need about... We're only making 3 ducats a month. Why are we making such little money? Did we upset... Oh, yes, we upset all of our estates. Alright, so attempt to divorce the queen. The royal family in Persia will learn of this. The primary consort Paris is set aside and a new primary consort is chosen. I do not need a new wife. And so basically the queen is beyond reproach. The commoners will get over these rumors in time. So national unrest is obviously not good, but I guess it is what it is. We're still losing manpower, and I need to do something about it, so maybe building more sailors in time. Man, I wish I had more income. And over time, all of these trade goods will begin flowing. I mean, we've only... everything we've conquered has only given us 5% trade power. We have finished up our colony, and obviously that was the one we knew we were going to finish up. Let's send over our missionaries to convert you to Hinduism. We have been insulted. Nothing we can't handle, though. Let's embrace this institution. And now all of our technologies are ridiculously cheaper. So let us go ahead. And we have a 50% penalty still. I thought it would be not as bad. How far away is colonialism? It is so far. So what we're going to do is unlock the Fine Arts Academy, and now we're going to unlock the T-Nile as well, giving us better cavalry, a bastion, but we are still far behind. So we now have better cavalry, and what we're going to do is go into our states and territories map mode. All of these are eventually going to be in our home trade node. So now what we need to do is make these into states. And I believe some of these areas as well need to be converted. Sadly, that was as many as we could do. How expensive is this going to be? Expensive, but not bad. And once we conquer these, they will be our states as well. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. Actually, I feel like we got a few more minutes. Whenever I stream, it only tells me how long I've been streaming for. It doesn't tell how long I've been recording, which is also not as great. All right, royal marriage from Persia, sure, why not? And actually, because we finally embraced that new institution, we can finally send down our final merchant to collect trade from the Indus River Valley. In fact, I think what we're going to do is make the Indus River Valley our home trading port. So click here to move your main trading port to the Indus River Valley. And that's what we've done. So you are going to, instead of collecting from trade, we don't have anybody here. You need to shift trade. Why do we only have one option? Here it is, transfer trade power. So this is now the wealthiest node in the world. And I feel like that we probably lost a lot of money doing this. But I'm eventually going to start maneuvering a lot of our trade fleets around. Alright, you, inside Joa, need to transfer trade power. Okay, so now we still need 74 admin. I'm going to wait 1 month. Go ahead and core that. All 50 of you are now going to cancel your mission, protect trade in the Indus Valley, and now we're going to make 19 ducats more. I'm hoping this will still make me the most powerful. Yes, it is. So we're now making 33 coins. I'm hoping that was enough. I would like to make another 25 trade ships. I don't think we have enough sailors by any means, or enough coins. We would need roughly almost 500 coins, which we don't have. But yeah, once we take over more and more provinces, we're going to make more and more coins. And then this is obviously the most strongest, most powerful trade node in the world. 41 ducats in the Indus River Valley. Well, Beijing has 35. And Constantinople has 36. So, I don't know. We're obviously improving. It'd be even better if we had trade ideas. The development of ironworking. And I don't want to lose permanent taxation, so let's make people angry. I will pay the price eventually. Do we have any free colonists? Technically, we have 2, so let's recall one and eventually recall the other. And so ultimately, we want 4 at all time. 1 will go here. Can we send 1 here yet? No, we cannot. And 1 will go there. Friends in need. We will obviously help Persia as much as possible. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.